welcome back. So I'm doing another one of these tutorials because a lot of people have been requesting me to go more in depth with certain tutorials or to make tutorials on certain things, like the Coil dash, for example. I haven't played in a long time because of, well, school. It's been a lot of work, but I'm gonna try to make this. I'm gonna try to make it short. Most of the time, make it long, but for the drop-down dash, they changed it a bit, but it's kind of similar. So first you want to do, you want to drop down the wall by holding shift. That's how you drop down the wall. And if you hold shift, you can drop down to a certain point until you fall. And with that, you can look left or right. You want to pick a certain direction. Like normally I would look left to do it. So you want to look in the direction. Also, another good thing, if you go to settings, just go down to where it says gameplay settings, so turn on hold to wall run. Trust me, that would be, it would make your life so much easier doing this, because you just have to press the button once rather than twice. But kind of rusty in this game because I haven't played in a while. So what you want to do is you want to wall jump out of the drop down, which a good tip, if you hold W and then wall jump, it will just make it a lot easier. Also, one thing I keep seeing people do is they try to jump and do the long jump by like jumping out of the drop down, but if you don't want to do that, because it would make you wall run instead. You can just jump and do the long jump straight out of the drop down, which makes it's a big problem I see everyone has. It's a big problem that I had too when I was doing it. So you just want to jump straight out of it. So what you have right now, you want to drop down to a certain distance, around about like there on the wall. It's hard to explain where you want to start doing it, but you want to have some distance, but not too much. Otherwise, you're just going to do something like that. And when you do that, you want to have a quick turn key, which you can find in the keybinds. If you go down to utility keybinds where it says quick turn, mine is set to 1. Basically, when you press it, it would quickly do a 180, and that's what you'd want to do. So when you long jump, you want to wall run, and if you have hold wall run, you just press space once, and it would immediately do the wall run and then let go, which is what you want to do, because you want to have the shortest wall run possible. And after that, like immediately after that wall run, you want to press the quick turn button and do another wall run, and that would be wall run dashing, because if you wall run after going a pretty fast speed, it would put like a certain multiplier on that and make you go even faster. And because you have 2 and you can just do something like this and that, you would take that multiplier and you would put it up even more, because right after that first wall run, you do a second wall run. And if you're gonna have to do that part really fast, because you lose speed a lot faster now due to certain updates. So you'd want to try to do it pretty fast. If you do it way too fast, it would end up like just doing some random thing. But you want to try to do it as fast as possible, and it would not be something like that, but it would be something like that. And if you have utility mode on, which I forgot the button to press, it's in the key bindings. I don't know where it is, but it's a certain keybind where if you press it, it will turn on utility mode. That's what allows you to see. Pretty sure it's this. I don't know, but it would enable the coordinates and the velocity, and also see, like, if you were to get, like, if you were to wall boost, it would show you like that green number. Yeah, that number that's right there, this is 108, or like the 51 when you land, that blue number. If you properly do it, if you probably do a wall run dash, it would show up as a purple number. The lower it is, the faster, obviously. So you want to try to get it pretty low. So you can, since you can wall, what you want to do is long jump straight out of the drop down, and you can do that by, if you're dropping down, you can hold W and it would make it a bit easier. Then all you have to do is press your dash key button, which for me it's right mouse button. You want to press that and space at the same time while holding W, and it would do the long jump out. And you want to wall run immediately, and that would do the first wall run dash. Then you want to quick turn and do another wall run, and then immediately after that second wall run, you wait like a second, and like a half a second, and then you vault the wall, and you vault this edge to get onto here after. So if I face this way, I would do one wall run, quick turn, another wall run. Now I'd face this, and then I would vault it. Make sure you have speed vault on. Make sure you have the speed vault on. This would be a monkey vault. This would be the speed vault. You want the speed vault because the monkey vault just makes you just vault it like that. It makes you lose all your speed. But for the speed vault, if I can do it, it would maintain your speed. If you're going, yeah, like how my character just put his feet over, that would maintain your speed. So far what it should look like is something like that. And it's decent, but you want to try to get to the end and jump off to keep that speed. So what you want to do is you want to slide, because sliding manages to maintain your speed. So around like half a second after your character does the walking animation is when, like, basically just a half a second after you what's it called, after you vault the edge of the building is when you want to slide. If you get it right, you would have that slide like that, and when you do that slide, you would be able to maintain your speed and go to the edge. And when you reach the edge, you want to do an edge jump by basically just jumping to the edge. It's that simple. So at the end, if you combine all that, it should look something along the lines of this. If I can do it right. Yeah, I can't do it anymore. And you should get a jump out. If you do it good enough, you would end up getting a big jump, but certain updates had them make it so when you're in the air, you lose speed a lot faster. If you don't want to lose speed as fast, you're probably just gonna need the thrust capacitor or the wingsuit to maintain your speed. But that's how you do that. Now, another trick that a lot of people wanted me to do is Coil dash, which is a dash like that. I'm not too good at it, but I can still do it. Yeah, like that. And that's a bit, in my opinion, that's a bit harder than the what's it called? The drop down dash. So you're going to have, it's gonna be a bit harder, and basically here's how it goes. The first thing you want to do, you want to coil after jumping off and go to the wall. I suggest to face around at a 45-degree angle after jumping. And the way to coil, if you don't know, if you hold shift or like your drop, like the button that you use to survive a fall, that button that allows you to do that. If you hold that while you jump and you're moving upwards, it makes you coil. And if you don't know, when you coil and then you wall kick, it makes you go further and faster. So basically what you're going to do, face at a 45-degree angle, you want to do a coil jump, and when you reach a certain distance, then again around the same distance as the drop down, you have to try to like feel where it is and like find out the distance. You get it from just doing it, but you want to find that distance, and then you want to wall kick, which you don't know, wall kick is just a long jump while you're off the wall. And if you do that, you hold W while you wall kick, it would make you go forward, and it would give you that boost. So what you want to do after that is you want to immediately look to face parallel to the wall, so you move that way instead of just that way. So you want to immediately look at whichever way you are. So if you're looking this way, you want to look parallel to the wall this way and face this way. And right after you do the wall kick and look the way and go parallel to the wall, you want to wall run, and you want to do it fast to keep up the speed. And then similar to the drop down dash, you want to do a quick turn into another wall run to maintain your speed and make it even higher. So it looks something like this if you do it right. And then it's really similar to the drop down dash, just it has a different way of starting it, and it's a lot faster. But after you do the first wall run, you turn around and you do the second wall run, and you face the wall, and then you vault it, then again with speed vault equipped, and then you slide around half a second after touching the floor, or like half. The best way that I can explain it is half a second after you vault. You want to slide, and then when you get to the edge, you want to edge jump by just jumping at the edge. And if you do that, it's a bit harder, at least for me, because turning from 45 degrees to parallel, it's kind of precise. Meaning, if you do something like that, you're just gonna vault and it's not gonna work. Or if you do something like you just don't turn at all, it's just not gonna work. So that's why it's hard for me. But you want to you can do it really fast, something like that. So that's how you coil dash. Yeah, a lot of people have been asking me how to do it, so I'm obviously not the best at it, and then again, I haven't played it in a long time. Yeah, you can do that, and that's how you do the coil dash. Now another dash that's also this one, in my opinion, is one of the easiest dashes, but you need the MagRail for it. Basically, first you want to equip the MagRail. If you click or you press the left arm gear button, when you press that button while off the wall, next to the wall, you're able to do the mag bounce. And if you do that mag bounce while with W, it allows you to move forward a bit. And what you want to do is just wall run at the same exact time. You would get it. It's kind of annoying timing to get down, but you want to do it basically like as quick as possible after the mag bounce. And if you just repeat the other steps, where you turn around and then do another wall run, and then look at the wall and just vault, it allows you to do this. It's not as fast as the other ones, cause you only really get like you only get like one I'm forgetting it. You only get one wall run dash, and it does make it easier. Also, I'm pretty sure when doing the MagRail dash, oh never mind, because I thought it was you can only do it while facing this way. You also don't need quick turn, but it makes everything a lot harder. But I suggest make sure you use quick turn and make sure you have hold the run on. That's probably the biggest tips for it. And then after two, it's pretty much the same for most of the dashes. Right after you do the first wall run, you quick turn, do the second wall run, and then you face the edge, you vault, you slide half a second after, and then you edge jump after that. It's pretty much, if you can get that concept of wall run, vault to a slide, then to an edge jump, if you can get that down, then you can pretty much learn the other the other dashes, because a lot of them are built off of that. Like for example, the coil dash, either just coil into a wall, you coil into a wall kick, into, like I said, the two the two wall run dashes, vault, slide, edge jump. The drop down dash is pretty much the same thing, but you just drop down. The grapple dash, which I haven't used grapple in a long time. Yeah, you just grapple into the two. Yeah, it's pretty much just the same. Just get used to that two wall runs, vault, slide, edge jump, because that's what most of the dashes are built off of. So yeah, that's how. This is the newest update. So yeah. I haven't played this game in a while. Well, really didn't really have to, because parkour 1 came out and I was playing that. But yeah, so that's how you do the. That's another in-depth tutorial of the new way of doing the drop down dash and how to do the coil dash, because that's what people wanted. So yeah, if you want me to make a tutorial on anything else, just let me know. Also, MagRail dash. But that if you want me to make a tutorial on anything else, just let me know in the comments. I'll try to do it if I'm not busy. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.